Hey, what's up? It's Jason Lucchese, and welcome back to the YouTube channel. I'm so excited that you're here with us. We've got some exciting information that we're going to be sharing with you. And alongside me today, the past few videos we've been able to do together, which is always cool. Mr. Michael Bretthauer, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Good to be here, guys.
Awesome. So on today's video, make sure you stay tuned until the very end with today's topic, what we're going to be covering. We've got something very helpful that's going to help you and your business. So make sure you stay on until the very end. Today's topic that we're going to really dive deep into is using an assignment contract illegal in your area. And we know for a fact right now it's Illinois as the time that we're recording this video, but there are some ways that you could get around it legally. And now just to make sure, disclaimer, we are not attorneys. Mike and I, we did not go to school for the period of time to get that law degree. We did not go to the bar or anything like that. So any information that we're going to be discussing on here, make sure if you want to go and use this, double check with an attorney in your state. We've had our attorney come on several times and talk about some of the information that we're going to be going over today, but it's imperative that you definitely use an attorney in your area. So with that being said, can you do assignment deals? Well, in the state of Illinois, from what it's stated right now, Mike, you can only do 2 assignment deals per year, unless you want to get a real estate license.
Or unless you look good in orange.
That is true. So some people may look good in orange. I do not. I just, not a lot of stuff fits with my hair color anymore.
Orange jumpsuit isn't one of them?
No, definitely not.
Then definitely don't do more than 2 assignment contracts in the state of Illinois.
Yeah, we definitely don't want to do that. So for those of you that are wondering, well, I live in Illinois. What do I do? Well, you could do deals in other states. Well, that's kind of a hassle too. So what
really?
Can you do right now?
Really? Gerp.
So what can you do now? You could do what's called an A to B, B to C transaction. So what that means is you're actually buying the property. So say, for instance, Mike is the seller. So Mike, give a little wave into the camera.
So I'm Mr. Seller. How you doing? We're doing another role play.
Yeah. So Mike's the seller. We've got a contract together. And then over here is Palliser, and he's not there. Mike's just going to put some ridiculous photo of him up probably right now, and he's going to be the buyer.
Hey, Palliser, good to see you again.
Yeah. So what's going to happen here is I'm going to actually buy Mike's property. What does that mean? I'm going to actually become a chain on title. So I'm actually getting ownership in the property. And the way I'm doing this, I'm not using any of my own money for it. I'm using a transactional funder. And if you stay tuned until the very end, I'm going to give you a great source that we use, some of the lowest rates in the industry when it comes to transactional funding. But I am going to now become a chain and title, and I'm going to buy. And then I'm going to also sell it the same day. I'm going to probably have a closing at 10 a.m. with Mike. And then I'm going to sell it to Jason Palliser again. Mike's going to probably have another goofy picture right here of him. And then I'm going to sell it for him for a profit. Now that's one of the ways that you can do that particular deal. Now, does that sound like it's much easier than going into an orange jumpsuit, Mike?
Well, I'll definitely say it seems more profitable. I don't know that they pay very much when you get arrested for illegally doing contracts or doing more contracts than you were legally allowed to do. So it sounds definitely more profitable and pretty straightforward. I mean, A to B, B to C, you're just basically moving the house from one owner to the next in the same day.
Right, exactly. And, you're able to make your money. So I would definitely call and talk to an attorney, email an attorney. It's got to be somebody the attorney that it's not just some random attorney.
And is familiar with real estate.
Yes.
There's no such thing as a real estate attorney, but there's a such thing as an attorney that has a good understanding of real estate law in your area. So that's the guy you want to talk to. Typically, they might even be doing their own investing. So you go to your local RIA, I guarantee you'll find one.
Absolutely. Find somebody that's definitely real estate investor friendly. They know more of the real estate side of the law, so they get what you're trying to do, especially if you're in a state like Illinois. And I know a lot of other states. This is something that's more than likely going to happen in other states down the road.
We're picking on Illinois, but but we're from Illinois. So sorry, fellow Illinoisans. Is that Do they have a short word for
think
Illinois?
so. I think that is right.
Apologize to my previous brethren of Illinois, but we're going to pick on you a little bit, and we have the right because we live there. In fact, we still have family there, so it's a little jab to ourselves too.
That is true. Good thing we got out though when we did, because I don't think
here come the hate emails.
I don't think I'd want to come there.
Here come all the hate emails. Why'd you have to say that?
Mike's getting a ton of hate emails right now because yes, Mike, we're live when we're doing this. No, we're not live.
Well, I'll get the okay. Let me pretend. Oh, hate emails coming in. Futurecast. That's what futurecast.net.
Well, so let's hop into another strategy that you can use. Like if you don't want to do A to B, B to C, this is maybe it's not that you don't want to do A to B, B to C transactions, but maybe you want to also have other tools in your tool belt that you can use. And that is also when you do your deals, do them in business entities. We like doing our deals in LLCs. And again, this is something to talk to your attorney about. Talk to them about what the best entity is for you. Our attorney came on the channel a little while ago and said LLC is his favorite, Mr. Matthew Griffith. And that's what we have. We both have LLCs. And what I would recommend at this standpoint is if you are involved in a deal, okay, so say for instance, Mike and I are, in contract and I'm using my LLC. Let's just call it 123 Main Street Property LLC. Let's just call it that for simplicity's sake. So what I would be doing is we're still going to have Jason Palliser as the end buyer here. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to let Palliser know, hey, what we're doing because of how the state is going right now, I can't do any assignment deals. So the best way to do this is I will sell my rights in the LLC to you for the fee that I was going to be collecting. Now that is completely legal. Double check with your attorney and all that good jazz, but that's another strategy that you can do. And all you're doing is you're selling the equity, your equity of the company to somebody else. So if you have partners on there or anything like that, normally what you would do for this particular transaction, Mike, is you would set up a completely separate business entity. And business entities, at least for us, are very inexpensive. I know some states are a little bit more than the other, but what you could do is you could sell your rights of the LLC, and it's very simple to set it up within the same day, and you're good to go.
Well, yeah, I mean, you have an attorney that can get them done lightning. If you get a real estate friendly attorney that can get them done lightning fast, you'll have them done within a week. A few $100. I think it's what, $175 or something to set it up really quick. And that's a closing cost right there. I mean, it's just another expense that gets paid out. And when you get, net out a $15,000-$20,000 deal, that 175 becomes pretty minute. But, at the same time, again, it's like, hey, is an assignment contract illegal or legal? No, yes, no, depending where you're at. But should that stop you?
No, that's absolutely right. Should that be something that's stopping you? I wouldn't, have that as something that would be stopping you. There's always creative ways to get deals done legally. So yeah, that's the main thing is legally.
And they all kind of work the same way. I mean, no matter how you break it down, it breaks down to Jason and I being under contract on a property, Jason and Jason having an understanding that he's got a property that Palliser wants, and maybe Palliser knows about me, maybe he doesn't. Some buyers, they don't even care. He's going to get the property for me for one price. He's going to sell it to Palliser for another price. Whether he does it with an assignment and he just assigns the contract over, whether he puts it in an LLC, sells the equity of the LLC and sends that to Palliser, whether he closes on the property, and then resells it the same day to Palliser, it all amounts to the same thing of the property transitioning from me to him or from me through him to the end buyer. So again, assignment contracts, they are really simple to use because you just assign the rights to your to purchase that property. But in the grand scheme of things, if in your state your attorney says you can't do it, there's other contracts and ways of structuring it that are basically not legally in any means the same thing, but from your point of view and from what we're doing, it's the same thing. It amounts to the same thing. It amounts to you collecting a $20,000 check or whatever it is. Now, in some, like if you're doing a double close, yeah, you might have to pay closing costs, or, if your buyer doesn't care, or you're able to roll that over into those, into your assignment fee to your end buyer, then, you didn't pay closing costs that way. But again, is that going to be something you let kill your deal?
No, yeah, that's something that you don't want to do. You don't want to kill a deal just because of something that you think like, oh man, the assignment things, that's the only way that I'm able to create an income for myself, and it's completely false.
Because everything else is complicated, right? There's this miscommunication or misunderstanding, like the assignment way is the easiest way to go, everything else is too hard.
Absolutely. And I'm telling you right now, the A to B B2C transaction is extremely easy to do. Selling equity in your LLC is extremely easy to do. And we're actually going to make it super simple for you if you've never done an A to B B2C transaction before. So drop a comment below if you would like our A to B B2C transaction checklist. We'll drop that for you below. And it's a big surprise for Mike. You can see on his face right now. Mike, are you surprised?
I think we've established this a couple times already. Again, the big reveals. This is when I find out that, okay, I'm going to start getting some messages for a document or one of our tools that we've used that we're going to be giving away. And it's always a surprise for me. But at the same time, Jason, I will say thank you for making these big reveals because I get to connect with more of you guys, because then you start reaching out saying, hey, I'd love to, I'd love that checklist. What are you guys using to, figure out your contracts, or what are you guys using to do this, that, and the other? So.
Well, we're not just giving it out. We have to get 60 thumbs up and 60 comments. So the comments have to just be like, "Hey, I would like access to the A to B B2C transaction."
Just don't be Mr. Demanding Pants. Okay.
Yeah, no Mr. Demandy Pants.
Yeah, this Mr. or Mrs. Demanding Pants saying, "Give me access," or what? I'm sorry. I'm sure we're calling out a few people, and we might have a few fans that are getting upset with me, but don't be the person that just says, send me access. Come on. Hey, Mike. Hey, Jason. Love the video. Would love access to your training. That just warms my heart. I'm sure it warms your heart too. And then we shoot it back an instant reply with the link where you to get to go and, access that information, whether that's typing in the email so we know where to send it or whatever it is.
No, absolutely. And, make sure you do that if you would like access to that checklist. I know some folks would really enjoy that. So make sure that you become part of it. Also, too, if you're not a subscriber to the channel, make sure you become a subscriber too. The other big thing that I wanted to find out from you is if you would like to be an individual that would like access to some of our training programs. If you would like that, make sure you drop that comment along with that you would like access to the checklist, because we're looking for people to come into some of our training programs as long as they're able to work alongside of us and be able to provide a testimonial. We will give you access at no charge. The only thing that we ask is that you go through the training and give us a review and let us know what you thought of the training. I think that's pretty fair. What about you, Mike?
Yeah, it's really a fair training or a fair trade, because when you tell them to put the alert bell so they get the notification, that's like the dinner bell. Because not only are you going to come on and get some great video content from whoever's on the channel that day, or putting out whatever they're talking about, just whatever amazing content that you'd normally have to pay for. But on top of that, it's like almost every time Jason does this big, amazing reveal where he gives something away, and it's something that we're using. And I just look, I don't know, he likes to point out my face. So I'm like, okay, I guess we're giving that away now. And that'll be fun. But it's like the dinner bell for you, because it's like, hey, not only am I getting this awesome video, but now I'm going to get a lot of times a nice little treat at the end.
That is true. We're all about giving treats on the channel. So if you would like treats from us, make sure you have that notification bell checked off so that, like Mike said, the dinner bell's going
off.
Taste, so it might be 8 a.m., but the dinner bell's going off for you.
Yeah.
But we do we do videos 3 times a week now. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and we try and get them off as best as we can. You got to keep in mind, we're real estate investors. Plus, we also have a real estate education company. So we're always trying to help out our folks, and we try and put out amazing content for you guys as well. So 2 things. If you would like access to the checklist, let us know. The goal is 60 likes and 60 comments from you guys. The other thing too is if you would like to become a beta test user in future trainings, let us know, because that alone's, invaluable. We've got trainings that are coming out here very soon, and we would love to get some people in there, some beta testers, so that they could give us a review and let us know, hey, I didn't like this, I like this. It just gives us feedback so that we can make the process for other folks extremely easy, so that folks can get results as quickly as possible. The other thing too is I've got some good content coming up here of me opening some boxes of some, they call them mystery boxes. Now, I bought these because I saw an ad on Facebook the other day, and I'm a big sports collector. As you can see behind me, I've got a LeBron James jersey. I've got some other stuff here in the office, but I bought these mystery boxes. Mike doesn't even know about it. And in these mystery boxes,
it's another reveal.
In these mystery boxes, you're going to either see me lose big or win big. So if you want to see that content, we'll tag it on the end of a future video, and you can see if I either win big or if I lose big. Now, if I lose big, that means I lost $1,000, which, you know, it's not too terrible of an amount. But if I also win big, I could potentially, you know, 5x or 10x my money, which would be huge. So if you would like to see that content of it, now what the mystery box is, I'm just going to give you a potential taste. It's going to either be a basketball jersey, a football jersey, and I think no, not hockey, because I'm not a hockey fan. So I think it's football, basketball, and baseball. It's those three.
No chance for a slice of chocolate cake or something.
No chance for slice of cake. It's guaranteed to be somebody. But you know, I want to get some of the guys that pull in some of the big amounts of money.
The Jose Calderons.
Yeah, the Jose Calderon. Well, we already got his game worn jersey signed, so I don't think we need another one. Yeah, there you go. But anyways, hey, thanks for being on. Mike, any parting words, especially from today's video? Again, make sure you go talk to an attorney about the A2B BDC transaction. Also talk to them about the business entity, being able to sell equity in your company. So anything, Mike?
No, we'll see you guys in the next video.
Awesome. Hey, make sure this big thing's going to come up right here. Make sure that you give us a thumbs up. Make sure you become a subscriber. Hit that notification bell as well. Other than that, we will see you on the next video. Video releases are Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I will talk to you later. Take care. Bye now.